In my most recent stream, I was going for Dark Aether on the PPSH, and in that stream I had a lot of people coming in and out and asking me if I know any method that's really good for leveling up of your weapons, because that's probably one of the biggest issues and most difficult thing for going for Dark Aether or DM Ultra in Cold War multiplayer and zombies. And in today's video I want to quickly go over some slightly new methods here and there, but it's mostly just the original methods that were always around. So I feel like most of you will already know these, so you can either stick around for the full video and check out maybe one or two new ones that I kind of came up with, or you could just, go and do the same stuff that's over and over again, the same thing, because honestly there is no perfect method for unlocking your camos. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe, as that's always appreciated. We're on the road now to 20,000 subscribers. We just hit 15k. Thank you all so much. Also be sure to drop a like on the video and join our Discord server, which is linked down in the description. That would be very cool if you could. First thing I need to point out is if it's not a double weapon XP weekend, which is now happening for both your levels and your weapon XP on launch week of season 3, then what I recommend for you to do is definitely, either if you had previous battle passes on Warzone or on Cold War, you can actually go and activate these tokens inside of the game. That could be either 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, or an hour. Personally, I have a bunch of these tickets both on Warzone and on Cold War, and these transfer into both games, so you don't have to worry about that. But also remember that you cannot stack these during double weapon XP events. It does also specify and doesn't allow you to equip them, so just in case if you didn't know. First thing I want to go over is quickly the Warzone method. Now, the new map just came out on Warzone, so maybe you perhaps would like to play some of it. It's actually very interesting with that game mode, because you can either play Rebirth Island, Normal, Verdansk 84, or Plunder Verdansk 84. I recommend, if you specifically want to level up specific weapons, hopping into Plunder and definitely trying to stick around, either be the team that has the most money or always hunt down or try to hunt down the people that have the most money, because that's where most players are going to be. And the interesting thing with Warzone is sometimes even when you're not specifically killing people with the weapons that you're using, you could potentially actually just level the weapon up by itself, which actually happened to me in a normal Warzone match that I was playing. I randomly leveled up the PPSH while I was getting shot at, which is very odd. Sometimes you can even unlock camos for weapons by accident on that game mode, but it's mostly for Modern Warfare ones. It's very odd, but most of the time, if you're just carrying the weapon and let's say you get a few kills in a game and you just continue running around with the weapon in your hand, it's a very high chance of leveling it up, but it's kind of a risky method of doing that. The next method is going to be on Call of Duty Cold War Zombies, and the interesting thing with this is it's not very interesting because it's the exact same method that was the best in the past. So basically what I recommend for you to do is either D-Machiner or Firebase Z. I'm going to quickly go over the methods because they're very basic. So basically with D-Machiner, what you do is spawn in straight off the bat and try to collect enough points so you can get on top of Nocturne Totem. In this exact location is very close to the Wonder Fizz. The reason you want to be up here is because it does actually speed through the rounds much faster. Once you reach round 11, then exfil. On Firebase Z is very similar, but what you have to do is collect a slightly larger amount of points and go for the reactor that is in the data center, because this one will allow you to open a door that is closed until you turn on the specific power. Once you get the data center reactor activated, which shouldn't take very long, run over to the weapon lab, which is basically where you can build the Ray K, and in there, if you stay for long enough until let's say round 11 or your preferred round, I recommend round 11 because that's the round where it kind of caps off with the max XP boost that you can really get, because from round 1 to round 10 it's really large amount of XP that you get, and then exfil similarly to the way you did on D-Machina. And the last method is going to be on multiplayer. Also, as let's say with Warzone or with zombies, remember you have double weapon XP tokens on, or if it's a double weapon XP weekend or an event, definitely abuse that and use that time to level up your weapons. I feel like a lot of people will most likely want to, level up their ballistic knife or their sniper rifle that's in the battle pass, the Swiss K31 or the PPSH or whatever future weapon that comes out. So basically just hop into any multiplayer game, and the best thing I can tell you is use the weapon. I really enjoy playing hardcore because it's obviously better. You will have to deal with skill-based matchmaking, which is the worst part, and I know a lot of people are not very good at multiplayer. Personally, I can actually relate with a lot of players, so if you do struggle a lot with leveling up of your weapons and other things like that, that is very much understandable. Just remember, you do have zombies. It's gonna slightly take a bit much longer, but it's also a very good place. Now in multiplayer, it's possible to even level up your weapon even if it's in the higher levels and you have the double weapon XP on, and you do reasonably well. You will unlock a lot of levels. We do have new maps like the Yamato map, I think it's called, or Diesel, which is on the face-off game mode, which is also really fun. You do have classic Nuketown, and also Sticks and Stones is out right now, so you can level up your ballistic knife in there, which I did for this video. So aside from that, there is no other method that I could really think of. Outbreak is also a zombie game mode that you could use, but obviously that one just feels so much longer, and it feels like you get less kills. I personally would prefer to get a really fast rhythm in that I can continuously repeat, and I hope I helped you out in some kind of way to level up your weapons much faster, especially during season 3, as we are going to be getting 3 more weapons, which is, I do believe, like the G11, a pistol, and a baseball bat. I don't remember the names, I'm really sorry, but there's still a bunch of stuff to come out, and for any players that are still trying to unlock the Dark Aether camo, I hope this video also helped you out. As always, if you're new here, again, be sure to subscribe, like the video, join the Discord server, and I will see you all guys in the next one. Peace out.